multi-liquidity pool, MLP. So what is an MLP? An MLP is just a combination of a bank level and an imbalance. So if you see here to the left, we've got a valid bank level. The reason that's a valid bank level, obviously it failed to retest it, forming a bank level. Then we've got an imbalance between this particular range and it forms the 50% imbalance since price failed to retest it. And you just get the range and you've got your 50% imbalance. So once you've identified the bank level and the imbalance, you then form the multi-liquidity pool. The reason we've got the multi-liquidity pool there is because normally once you've got your equal low setup, such as this, right? You want to be drawing your liquidity pool from here to here, right? As we've discussed in previous videos, and eventually there's a retest. But because we don't have these two significant point of structure, we've only got one move up, then we can still zoom in to this particular point of interest and look for any bank levels or imbalances. Now, if you were to draw just a bank level with just the equal lows, right? The probabilities of that playing out is a little bit low. It's not that high probability. Vice versa, if you've just got an imbalance by itself with just the equal lows, it's not that high probability. If you've just got a banker block, again, the probabilities is just not that significant. You need a combination of a minimum of two. So in this example, we've got the bank level and the imbalance. So you can actually do a range forming the MLP, the multi-liquidity pool, as you can see here by the diagram, and it forms a valid multi-liquidity pool. So eventually, once price does decide to retest the area, right, we just look for our pattern, our free tap boomerang / free aces, and then we look for the buy. So that's how we trade the multi-liquidity pool. So just to recap, it's a combination of two levels, a bank level or a imbalance, or even a banker block is there's one there, and then you draw the range, right? So if you were to take the trade with just the bank level or just the imbalance with the equal lows, it's just not valid because the probabilities are low. You even need a valid liquidity pool, which is a form of a double structure, such as this. So equal lows, you've got your two structures, and you do your zone from there. So that's a valid liquidity pool. You've got your range, right? If you just get a move up and then you see your equal lows and there's a bank level here, do not take it. It's really low probability. If there's an imbalance here and it's just by itself, do not take it. If there's an imbalance here, do not take it. But if you have an imbalance and a bank level, then you can actually turn that into a multi-liquidity pool, and that would be a valid, decent, high probability trade. So on that note, go do some back testing, test it out, watch the live streams, and you'll see what I mean. So everyone, take care. Bye-bye.